It's crazy, the community that's come together surrounding it and to support it, and everyone's posting about it, and
People are so into riding, racing, building, talking about clunkers.
Hey KK, I got your video. I can't make videos on my phone, so I figured I'd make it on my computer. I think it was a good idea to draw our play date. Um, Sounds like fun. Going to the pool, putting on our bathing suits, wearing pink headbands with butterflies and sparkles. And what really sounded good was eating ice cream sundaes. So I hope that's in the picture. But I can't wait to get it. And I love you very much, and I miss you even more.
my name is Jerica, and I co-hosted the Clunkers race.
The real thing. Here we go.
It was a race to memorialize my husband Kyle, who passed away January 2020.
Your turn. The sound of the bears.
He was a big clunker lover, so we decided to host a race that can kind of be in his memory, and I worked with Jeremiah from Team Trail Party to make it happen. So I was trying to figure out a way that I wanted to memorialize Kyle, and the clunker race came to mind. This was probably like November, and I guess someone spilled the beans to Jeremiah that I was thinking about doing it. He said, I heard about your clunker race idea. I heard that you want to do it for your husband, and I heard that you wanted to donate the proceeds to some foster kids. I'm on board. Let's make it happen.
All right, 11 to 13 boys, podium finishers. Nice work here.
My husband Kyle really wanted to adopt a kid, and we never got a chance to do that. So I thought the first thought was, should the proceeds go towards something cancer related? But I thought, the clunker race is something that celebrates him and his life, something he was really passionate about.
Klunkers are basically Schwinn bikes with big balloon tires, and onto these bikes have been added 10, 12-speed gears.
It's almost too awesome to want to take any credit for it. It's like, no, man.
What?
Who's that?
You want to know who this is?
I want to know who that is.
This is my best friend.
I knew who Charlie Kelly was because of my husband, and we had the Fat Tire Flyer books that Charlie had written. So I already was familiar with him because of that. Also, just all the documentaries I was watching, he's just all over it. He's one of the founders of mountain biking. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna reach out to him and see if he wants to come and just watch, just for old time's sake,
My name's Charlie Kelly, and at one time I was a famous mountain biker. That time might have been a little while ago, but some people still remember.
For years, Joe Breeze and Charlie Kelly have been bombing down trails on mountain bikes. Kelly would know. They were some of the people who first developed commercial mountain bikes in the late 1970s.
And we put on a race in October of 1976, and I thought it was like just kind of settle an argument among maybe half a dozen guys, We all rode together and were competitive. And as soon as there was a unifying event this bike race, right, people started like meeting, that would have no other reason to ever encounter each other, And then I asked my friend Joe Breeze to build a bike for me, and he did. And then my friend Gary Fisher and I started selling Tom Ritchie's bikes, and now we're here.
My dad goes by the name Joe Breeze. It's actually his real name, but he goes by it too. People like to remember him for is building the first purpose-built mountain bike in 1977 at the behest of Charlie Kelly, his good friend, racing partner, and the organizer of the Repack downhill that they were essentially building it for.
The Repack race was basically, and it's 2 miles of dirt road that descends 1,300 feet.
Now, the first clunkers were probably very simple cruiser bikes with a coaster brake, probably a single speed. You take the fake gas tank and the fenders off of what you found.
And there was no inventor. There are all these people who deserve credit for starting mountain biking.
He built 10 bikes, but it took him like a year and a half to do it. Because when you build a road bike, and there are millions of those that have been built, and there's books on it, But Joe was breaking entirely new ground. He had to redesign a bicycle really from the ground up.
Ask him, he'll tell you that the significance he holds in the mountain bike community is he was just one of those guys out there having fun.
Wouldn't have happened though without my friends Gary Fisher, Joe Breeze, and Tom Ritchie, because each one of those people brought something unique to the formula, and it turned into this.
This is a Klunker Twin HD. It's basically a coaster brake, full rigid, no suspension mountain bike.
I have a Pivot Firebird 229er. That's my enduro bike.
I have a 2022 Specialized S-Works Enduro.
For race, the bike has to be a rigid fork, single speed, and coaster. It's kind of old school.
Racing this bike. It's pretty fun. It's probably the scariest thing you could do. It's pretty rowdy.
I feel like it was a way bigger deal than I thought. People have been really excited about it and asking about next year already. And I've been having people reach out from all over the place wanting me to help them make it happen in their city. And
it was a huge honor to be able to come out here with Charlie. Basically, Charlie called me up on the phone. He's like, "Hey, Tommy, there's this thing out in Texas. You want to come?" And I'm like, "Absolutely, Charlie. We don't hang out enough. Let's go."
Kyle would think the revival of the clunker culture happening secretly because he inspired me. I mean, I'm not saying I'm reviving, I don't know, but like I'm playing my little part, and I think that the fact that he inspired that little part is all he would want. He's definitely not the type that would want it to be like Kyle's clunker race.
I don't know if you all know this, but the clunker proceeds all go to a local foster home. I went and toured and asked what they kind of wanted the funds to go to, and they really need money for sports equipment for the foster kids. Some of them aren't in homes, so they live in a place called the Village in between places, and they try to get them enrolled in sports and stuff and get them on bikes, and they don't have enough money to fund that. So this is going towards that, all of it. So he was obsessed with clunker bikes, and it just occurred to me that I should host some kind of memorial clunker thing for him. So I just want to say thank you so much. This is way bigger than I think any of us thought it was going to be. But it's cool and I like it. So next year we'll see you here same time. I'm just kidding.
And maybe we can talk sometime later this week. I love you.